Hi children, very happy to see you all back. Today we will see a fresh topic or that end portion of that chapter 3, that is a mole concept. The topic you understand it first, then problems based on that will be there. Okay, so the topic for us is mole concept. Before doing the problem and equation and all, first of all see what is actually this mole concept. See, have you all gone to that bank and all? If they are dealing with large number of coins, they have coins of various denominations, right? 1 rupee coins, 2 rupee, 5 rupee, like so various denominations coins they are dealing, isn't it? And not only 1 or 2 or a limited number, they are dealing with such a large quantities of this coins there. So what actually before for that counting of coins, what they actually do? Yes, they will not count it, but they will take the weight of that coins. They know that fixed number of coins will have a particular mass. So if you are taking the mass, they can relate that mass with the number of coins. So that is already they know how many coins will have this much mass and all. That weight they know. Okay. So with the non-weight, they are comparing the number of coins present in that particular group. In that set, how many coins will be present, they can easily calculate or easily understand by weighing the fixed amount of coins, the fixed quantity of coins there. Okay, so what they are doing, instead of counting, they are taking the weight, mass. So they know that particular mass will contain a fixed number of coins. Okay, same way scientists or chemists have introduced the a mole concept based on this particular concept. Mole is a term, we are writing that mole, it is spelling is M-O-L-E, but in short we can write it as mole, M-O-L. Okay, scientists have introduced the term mole for specifying a particular quantity of species. It can be, that species can be atoms, or that species can be molecules, or that species can be ions also. So that fixed number of particles can be, that number of particles can be, it can be ions, either it can be ions, it can be atoms, or it can be molecules. Okay, so a particle in chemistry, particular number of materials, if you are telling that it can be either the number of ions, it can be the number of atoms, or it can be the number of molecules, like so we can specifically, what does it mean, that you have to specifically tell 1 mole of the particular atom, 1 mole of a particular molecule, 1 mole of a particular ion, that we have to specify that. Okay, and in that 1 mole, scientists have introduced the term for mole because you know the size of the atom is very small. So for such a small species, a large number of species together, we have to indicate a particular term. That is why the scientists have introduced a new term mole. And you know, for a dozen bangles, how much number will be there for a dozen bangles? Yes, it is 12. So dozen means it is 12, that you know. 1 dozen means the number is 12, right? So if it is 1 dozen, the number is 12. If it is bangle or if it is 1 dozen pen, Whatever it is, whatever may be the material, number is fixed means 1 dozen if you are taking, there will be only 12 numbers of that particular material. It can be pen, it can be pencil, it can be bangle or whatever it is. Substance may vary, materials will change but the number is fixed if you are taking 1 dozen of any material, right? And if you are taking 1 pair, whatever may be it, 1 pair means it will be 2 in number. Number will be 2. 1 pair of chappals, 1 pair of erasers, right? 1 pair of sari, whatever it is, material if you are taking, whatever it is, 1 pair if it is 2 in number. Okay. And if it is 1 gross, do you know 1 gross, how many number is the 1 gross? It is 144 in number. So, 1 gross any material if you are taking, the number is fixed the 144. Like so, if you are taking 1 mole of any material in chemistry, 1 mole of any material, and I have told you materials can be either ions or atoms or molecules. Okay, whatever may be, we are taking 1 mole of that material will contain a fixed number. If it is atom, fixed number of atoms. If it is molecule, fixed number of molecules. If it is ion, that fixed number of ions. So, what is that fixed number? That fixed number is 6.022 into 10 raised to 23. 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 in number. So, 1 mole of any atom contains 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 number of atoms. 1 mole of molecule will contain 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 molecules. 1 mole of ion will contain 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 number of ions. So, in a mole, whatever may be the material, if you can take hydrogen atoms, you can take hydrogen molecule, or you can take oxygen atoms, or you can take carbon dioxide molecule, or you can take water molecule, whatever it is. If you are taking all those material 1 mole, then if the number of atoms or number of molecules will be equal, that is 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 numbers will be the, if it is hydrogen atom, you can say 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 hydrogen atoms will be the. If it is hydrogen molecule, you can say that 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 hydrogen molecules will be the. If it is carbon dioxide molecule, that time also you can say that 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 carbon dioxide molecules. So, how that number of dozen, pair and rows is fixed? The same way 1 mole of any material contain this number of that is 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 number of particles, and that number is actually derived by a scientist Amedeo Avogadro. Okay. So, in honor him we are giving his name for this particular number. This number is fixed, we are noting it as number Avogadro, Na or No. Number Avogadro, it can be written as both No and Na. Number Avogadro, or we will write Na, that is fixed. If we are writing Na or No, that is fixed, that number is 6.022 into 10 raised to 23. Is it clear to you? Once again I will tell you, 1 mole of any material if you are taking, the number is fixed, the Avogadro number of particles we will call it. This is known as Avogadro number. Na or the 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 is known as Avogadro number. Avogadro number. Either you can call it as Avogadro number or you can write it as Na, Avogadro number. Na or No, whatever it is the same. Okay. So, 1 mole of any material will contain Avogadro number of particles. And that mass of that particles is also fixed, as how that bank members are counting, finding out how many coins will be there in a fixed mass of coins. That number is related, mass and numbers are, there is a connection between the mass and number. Same way here also, if the number of particles present in a material is Avogadro number, that is 1 mole of that material, if you are taking, number will be equal to Avogadro and the mass will be equal to its gram atomic or gram molecular mass. Gram atomic mass is nothing but it is the atomic mass in grams. Atomic mass we know. Gram atomic mass is atomic mass in gram. Normally, what is the unit of atomic mass? Yes, atomic mass unit is U. Unified mass we are writing there, isn't it? U. But instead of U, if you are writing the atomic mass in G, that is gram atomic mass. For hydrogen, it is hydrogen atomic mass, we are writing it as 1 U. But what is the atomic mass of gram atomic mass of hydrogen? That will be equal to 1 G. 1 G is the gram atomic mass of hydrogen. And you know water, what is the molecular mass of water? 18 gram, right? No, it is 18 U. So, if it is a gram molecular mass, then it will be molecular mass in grams. So, gram atomic mass and gram molecular mass. Gram atomic mass is atomic mass in gram. Gram molecular mass is molecular mass in gram. So, here in case of water, it is gram 18U, and if it is instead of 18U, if you are writing it as 18G, we can say that it is gram molecular mass. Okay, now we can see the relationship between 1 mole. 1 mole of hydrogen atoms, if you are taking hydrogen atoms, if you are taking 1 mole of hydrogen atoms, its number will be equal, number is fixed there, its number will be equal to 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 hydrogen atoms in number. In terms of number, if you are writing, Avogadro number of hydrogen atom will be there. And if you are telling in terms of mass, that mass is also fixed for 1 mole of hydrogen atom. What is the mass of 1 mole of hydrogen atom? It is 1 G. Okay. So, 1 mole can be represented in 2 ways, either in terms of number of atoms or in terms of mass. In terms of mass, if you are representing, that will be equal to the atomic mass or molecular mass in gram. And if it is in terms of number, it will be equal to Avogadro number of particles. Okay. Then another example, if we can see, we can take 1 mole of oxygen molecule. Oxygen molecule. Instead of atoms, we are taking 1 mole of oxygen molecule. If you are writing in terms of mass, what will be the mass of 1 mole of oxygen molecule? Oxygen molecule nu parayana. Okay. So, if it is molecule, atomic mass etrayana? What is the atomic mass of oxygen? 16U. And how many atoms are there in a molecule? 2 atoms are there. So, what will be the molecular mass of oxygen? 16 into 2, that is 32. So, 32 is the molecular mass. Molecular mass in gram, that is 32 G. In terms of molecules in the case in terms of molecule, that mass will be equal to 32 gram. Oxygen in the case. Then what is the number? number will be equal to again 6.022 into 10 raised to 23, but you have to specify there as oxygen. 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 number of oxygen molecules. There you have to specify. If you are telling 1 mole, doesn't have any value there. You have to specifically tell what does it mean. 1 mole of atoms, 1 mole of molecules or 1 mole of ions. That you have to specify. That end part of that word is very important. 1 mole of what is that you have to specify. Without writing that ion, atoms or molecule, just you are simply writing the 1 mole. That doesn't have any value. It is invalid term. 1 mole, no meaning. 1 mole of hydrogen atoms, it has meaning. In terms of number, the meaning will be this one. In terms of mass, meaning will be this one. Got it? So, 1 mole is a term introduced to specify a fixed quantity of material. That fixed quantity is known as 6.022 into 10 raised to 23, and that number is also known as Avogadro number. That is atoms are very small, so as it is smaller particle, we have to represent that smaller, a large number of particles there using a single term. That is why we have introduced the term 1 mole, mole concept. Hope you understood this much. Now next class we will see problems related to this mole concept. Thank you.